Welcome to Secret Spirits Scotch Whisky Advent Calendar edition number 5 for 2018. And I'm just having a warm up dram. This here is some Grant's Finest just to wet my whistle and get acclimatized to having alcohol in my mouth. Especially considering that these whiskeys from the Advent calendar are mostly bottled at cask strength or at high ABV, and it's good to be acclimatized because taking one of those in the mouth first without any preamble can be a little much. So I'm just going to down this. And go for it. Okay, I think it's day number, I don't know. Let's see how many bottles we got lined up here. That's quite a few. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Could it be? Okay, let's have a look here. 16. There's a 16 right there. Second from the top next to the glass. Okay. There it is, right there. Right there, right there. Not looking at the label. And we're going to do this one right there. It's the old routine. I've got clean Glencairn. I've got the sample right here. I've got a glass of water full, nice and cold. I'm going to pour this sample. Oh, come on, open up. There we go. I'm going to pour this sample right in here. Put the bottle sideways to get the last drops out of it. And here we go. Did I say here we go earlier? I think I did. Here we go again. Okay. I'm getting wood right away. Oak. Oak and sandalwood. Very woody whiskey. Now it seems like the oak is fading right away. Let's have a look at the legs. Yeah. Do that again. They seem to be coasting down. Yeah, there's some viscosity there. There's something savory here along with the woody notes. The color, which is a little bit dark, would suggest something other than just plain ex-bourbon barrels. Damn, that's a lot of wood. I'm just getting a lot of wood on the nose. I'm not getting much else. maybe it will require the addition of some water to bring things out and open things up. But fortunately, I have time. I can go nosing this for 10 minutes before I add any water. But I will taste it neat as well. Malty. And then there's, wait, I'm getting a little bit of black licorice. Also getting a little more that savory. It's like a umami or whatever they call that. Still, it's wood forward. The wood is right in your face. It's oak wood. It's like fine cabinetry. I was watching a video last night where someone was saying to nose from the top of the glass rather than the bottom because the vapors will do more up here than down there. I'm gonna try that. Don't know if it's true. Nah, I get more if I shove my nose right in there at the bottom. And if I turn the glass, meaning there's more surface area on the glass and on the top of the whiskey, more surface area giving me the vapors. And when I exhale in there, the water vapor from my breath interacts with the surface of the whiskey and breaks the bonds between some alcohol and some of those, I don't know what you call them, aldehydes and phenols and the things that you smell, you know. I was about to say pheromones, but that doesn't. Pheromones are more glandular, and this is not. Been a long time since I studied science, but I remember the principles and the concepts. Mm. More woody. Yeah, wood forward. I'm getting a little bit of dark fruits, but not a lot. More medium fruits, but not a lot of fruit. I'm still getting that wood forward. A little bit of hint of licorice, like I was saying. Some savory notes like gravy. I'm getting some medium orchard fruits like cherry. This one I think needs a lot of time. It needs a lot of time. I could probably put one of these challenge coins, challenge coin, on top of there and walk away for half an hour. And then come back and do some more. Should I let it sit there? No, I want to continue the unbroken flow of this particular video without any edits, without any jump cuts, without any gimmicks. It may make the video a little long. Yeah, so what? I'm not here to rush through anything. I don't know. Let's taste it. Interesting. On the palate, it's still wood forward. And there's a dry coating all around my mouth. The alcohol, it sort of comes in as a tingle on the sides and the front of the tongue. It's mouth-watering. But this is different. This is very wood forward for a Scotch. And I'm getting very little else to pull apart in the flavor department. Let's do that again. Just a little sip. Wood forward. Tingling. There are fruits there. It's not citrus. It's not that oily either. It's not that chewy. Maybe the ABV isn't all that high. Maybe it's only around, well, no. It is high ABV. There's a mineral quality to this. There's some wood smoke, not peat smoke, wood smoke. There is some vanilla, and there is some caramel. But on top of the vanilla and caramel, there is wood. There is sawdust. One last sip. Neat. Oh. I'm getting some earthy tones now. I can't put my finger on what those earthy tones are exactly. There is a licorice note. Especially on the nose. There's wood smoke. No peat smoke. So would that be maybe barrel char? I don't know. It's malty and it's strong, and it has some earthy notes creeping in, as well as, I said it already, black licorice. Let's add some water. Let's give it the water of life. Well, it is the water of life. So, okay, that should be plenty. See if this does anything. Well, let's get a few drops out of there too. Let's get some drops out of the bottle. Okay. I still haven't looked at the label. What are we getting now? The flavors and the scents are blurred. It is hard to pick out one from another. Where does one begin and the next, or where does one end and the next one begin? I can't tell you. If anything, adding some water has taken some of the alcohol nip off of it. Now I'm beginning to get some other things on the nose. It's still a fair amount of wood. Somewhat malty. I think that strong wood note has diminished somewhat with the addition of water. I'm getting some medium fruits, cherries, maybe some plums. And there's that ever present alcohol burn, tingle on the nose, whatever you want to call it. Taste again. Okay. Now I'm getting some toffee, some creamy toffee. Water has helped this a lot. It has taken the sting away from the alcohol, and left just a mild vibration. Yes, there's toffee. Do that again. There's a creamy toffee note to this now. Mouth watering. It's all over the tongue. The tongue is mildly tingling with the flavor of this stuff that went by it. There's toffee, and it's wood forward, but not as strong and woody as it was before I added water to it. Oh my, look at the time. 19 minutes. And then some. Well, if anything, whiskey has taught me to slow down. Stop by the roadside and smell the roses. Something like that. I used to rush and rush and rush when I was a kid and a teen and a young adult. Now I can let the kids, teens, and young adults rush for it while I can sit back and lean back and relax and take my sweet time. Those woody notes have faded. Now I'm getting a bit of citrus, like orange. A little bit of white pepper. The effect is mostly drying. I gotta find out what this is. What is this? Wemyss malts. Garden Grove. Blended malt Scotch Whisky. I should have known. 46% alcohol by volume. It's pleasant, but I can't. Every time I get a flavor, it sort of creeps in and then disappears. I don't know. I would get that black licorice just creeping in and then boom, gone. I would get that savory note, that umami creeping in and then disappearing. Now, strangely enough, I'm getting a lot of wood again. Too bad it doesn't say anything beyond Wemyss malts and Garden Grove and blended malt Scotch Whisky. Too bad. I would like more transparency on this. But no, this one was tricky. And I did have an inkling that it was blended. Because there's nothing that really stands out. That's the ticket. It's like a Japanese whiskey. Nothing really stands out. Except the wood. Now, isn't that strange? well, before I beat the puddle on the sidewalk that used to be a dead horse, Slanchava.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.